Awesome. I'm Tessa Smith with MamasGeeky. Thank you both so much for taking the time today. This is my favorite movie of the year so far.
Oh, yay.
Absolutely loved it. I had an absolute blast watching it, but I've got to know for you guys, was it that much fun to film it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
100%.
I think you can tell. You know, you can tell that we had a blast making it, and I genuinely think that the real fun that someone has making a movie can be felt by an audience, and it makes it even more enjoyable to watch. And every day was a blast making this film.
I 100% agree. I mean, you can see how much fun it looks on film, and that's exactly what it was like every day. It was crazy and exciting, and surprisingly enough, getting to be covered in blood was actually quite fun, and I enjoyed it.
A lot of blood, too.
A lot of
Not just a
blood.
little bit.
No.
What was it like getting to be a vampire?
Amazing. It was such an incredible experience. I mean, it doesn't come around every day, and you don't get to say often that you've played a ballerina vampire. So when it did come around, I was so excited. I couldn't believe it, and getting to wear the tutu and the teeth and the eyes and everything that made Abigail was so exciting for me, and I couldn't wait to do it.
And there's some incredible stunts in this. I can only imagine. With you have a dance background a little bit, so did that help you with the stunt choreography?
It definitely did. I mean, in dance you do routines, and like stunts, you learn a routine, you learn a fight sequence, so that definitely did help in a way, and having acro as well, getting to do flips, that definitely helped too. So yeah, it was so exciting, and we had a good few months of rehearsing for the final fight sequence, and yeah, I was so excited. I loved getting to do the fight sequence, and I learned so much, so many new things that I didn't know how to do before.
Do you remember that joke that they played on you?
Yeah.
Do you remember the joke?
And it was like, they were like slapping me really hard, and I was
She's
like,
so committed. Like, she's so cute and such a professional. Like, she's down for anything. Like, she's just like fearless. And the stunt team were teaching her that sequence, and they were teaching her by herself. So Dan and I weren't there, right?
Yeah.
And they told her that Dan was gonna slap her like in fast motion and was gonna do that, and she had to do like, you know, like that.
and it's like, and I was like,
And she was fully doing it, and they have it on video, and then they told her it was a joke, and it was very funny.
I still didn't understand when they were saying it's a joke. I was like, wait, they're not doing that? Why? I was like, what's wrong
so
with that?
hard.
Yeah, I was like, I like that bit. That was a good bit.
And then one of my favorite things about this is that they full on are like, are we talking True Blood? Are we talking Twilight? Like, and they bring up all sorts of vampire lore. So do either of you have a favorite vampire or vampire story?
I mean, there's so many. One of my favorites, because this was one of my favorite movies growing up, is Van Helsing. You know, the main villain is Dracula in that movie, and I just thought like everything about it, the way that the mouth would like expand all the way down, like it was so scary and cool to me. So that's something that's like deeply in my head. And then like if we're talking about more like, you know, the thing that like marked my teen years was Twilight. Like I literally was of the Twilight age group. Yeah. So those movies were very important growing up.
I hadn't seen any vampire. I'd only seen Vampire Diaries before filming Abigail. So that, like I was saying earlier, I didn't know a lot about vampires. That was from watching that show was all I knew about vampires. So yeah, I got to learn a lot about them, which was really, really exciting.
And now Abigail can be your favorite vampire.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.